Hello and welcome to Yap session number 5. This is a new mug I got at a thrift store last week. I went to a coffee shop and I sat down and I watercolor painted, and then I went to the thrift store for my art estate. And it was a lot of fun. It was very, I don't know, it was a lot of fun. I only got this mug because it reminded me of like this aesthetic that I loved as a child. And I think I would have saw this as a child and thought that's a vibe I'm gonna give off when I'm older. And I don't think I do, but I do still really like it. So cute. I am yapping about um being pure of heart and loving and kind and forgiving and really the artist way. Sorry, I have a messy desk today. I've been journaling, and some days I get really down on myself about, am I really doing the best I can with the artist way? And I've already talked about this before, but if you have to question if you're doing the best that you could possibly do at something, then the answer is yeah. People who are doing well emotionally and mentally and physically, they're not like, did I do my best? No, they just do their best. They don't have to question it. So the fact that I even have to question it means that I really am. I have nothing else to give at this point. And so hair has been a really good breakthrough in the artist way. It's been hmm, being myself and being 100% myself is enough. I think the biggest blessing and the biggest curse years ago when TikTok started blowing up was having a viral video, because the comments that were left on this video were the likes were great. The likes were plentiful. Um, and I felt like ever since then I was not really. I think for a while after that I was like trying to recreate in a way that um, would give off the same vibe and people would like it just as much. But some of the comments were comparing what I was creating to what other people were creating. And it's like, well, you're just trying to be this person, or you're trying to be this person, or you're trying to be this person. It's like, make up your mind. And I felt like the comments were really discouraging because what a, I don't want to say a slap in the face, but like, what a slap in the face to be like, you're not creative on your own, so it's not that you took inspiration from things that you just see. You must have been trying to copy this person. You must have been trying to take some sort of credit for someone else's creations. And mind you, this video is me playing with fruit, right? Building an animal out of fruit. Or a person. It really was, it kind of looked like one of the Phineas and Ferb characters, and it kind of looked like a mouse. 51st Dates is probably one of my favorite movies. And she makes houses out of her waffles. She's always doing something. And I love her. I love her for it. And not to get too off track, but the more people were comparing my art style to other people's art style, the more I was like, should I look this person up? Um, and for a while I was interested in what they were creating and I was like, wow, that is so my vibe and this is why I'm following this person. Until they would do something that felt very I would never do that. I would never make fun of someone for using reusable containers. I would never make fun of someone for making their silly little videos while I'm making my silly little videos. And it felt like, oh my gosh, I can't believe people were comparing me to this person who is not kind. Through journaling, through restarting the artist way 3 times. Um, I think I'm finally learning that the only thing I need to create art, and whatever it looks like, is it my watercoloring? Is it my videos? Is it going to be just the way I live my life? The only thing I need to do to be creative is to be myself. I myself am a creative being. I channel the art I like through my inner child and I channel it through being outside and I'm the way I am because I choose to spend so much of my free time outside and I choose to honor the parts of me that I didn't love very much when I was her. I think the artist way is something that everyone should be doing because even this morning I woke up and I had like, oh, I had this idea. Oh, I'm gonna do uh that trend where it's like, you think you can hurt my feelings? You think you can hurt my feelings? And oh, I lost you. And I was like, oh, I've got a good one. You think you can hurt my feelings? My biggest my biggest hater is my sister who openly hated everything I did. Hated the way I dressed, hated the way I did my hair, hated the hobbies I was into or the music I was into, just to later do those same exact things and pretend they were original ideas or unique or creative to who they are. And that's true. That is true. But when it came time to I like recorded these little clips on my my MacBook and I went to edit them and that's not what I wrote. I wrote, "Do you think you can hurt my feelings? You probably can't because I'm really sensitive." And being sensitive is a part of me that I used to hate. I used to hate being called sensitive. I used to hate the excuse of like, I made you cry, but it's because you're sensitive. Like, it's not because what I did was really mean. The two things can be true. You were really mean and really unkind, and I'm really sensitive to that. And I don't know. And I'm feeling really good. I'm feeling really, how lucky am I to be seen for exactly who I am? And people like that. People receive it well. How lucky am I to have gone through everything I went through and choose still choose to be kind and loving and forgiving and caring. And I still keep you in my meditation practices. And I still pray for your well-being. I think people can replicate what you have done but people cannot have the same capacity to create as you, right? They cannot replicate something you haven't done yet. Only you know what's going on in your mind. Is this a rant? Is this a ramble? Is this going to tie together? Maybe, maybe not. I'm glad I hit record because I feel really good and I feel really grateful and I'm just happy to be here. All right. Love you.